So today we're talking about our dream jobs, sports franchises we would like to bring back, and random questions for the week. Hello, and welcome to Beer League Benchwarmers, the podcast where we talk about random things that just pop into our head, and we figured why not put it together. I'm Sean, joined as always with Jake and Rick, and sometimes Kyle's here with us. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
What's going on?
We're back, finally, after we took a hiatus. Some long self-reflection for all of us, did some stuff in our spare time. We'll discuss about that another day, maybe.
Kyle isn't with us because he's got higher priorities on his list, but he will sparingly be joining us throughout the episode still. But with his blessings, we decided to continue on. Yep, the Beer League Benchwarmer name. If you want to fill in for a fourth, comment down below.
Let us know. We're always looking for tag-alongs. Never know, get some different opinions involved with us because we're all pretty consistent with each other. Yeah, we'll call you out. But it's good. Feels good to do this again. I definitely miss doing this.
Yeah.
Even just us playing video games and us chatting, it's like not the same. Us getting together and talking about all this stuff all the time is always fun.
It's nice to see each other and see reactions and stuff.
Right? Yes. Since we're across the country. Worldwide. Nationwide. Sorry.
Worldwide. First thing I thought of when he said worldwide.
All right. So let's just dive right into this, guys. So our topic we were thinking about is dream jobs. And I kind of went a little different route. I mean, not different, but more along the lines like realistic and fantasy aspect. So I kind of have two sections. Well, not fantasy, but like, and I mean, it's in my dreams, but it's technically what we're doing.
Well, that's it. Like, I can't speak for Rick, but I will never be able to have this job that I want to have, or jobs. I have a couple that I would love to do, but like either of them, I will never be able to do. So at the end of the day, it is fantasy.
True.
Yep.
All right. So who wants to go first? Who wants to dive in?
You were going pretty hot on that. So
all right. Well,
let's keep riding the wave.
Okay. So kind of along the fantasy lines. I mean, all of us are athletic or like sports. So, I mean, I'd like to be a professional hockey player. I mean, I think that would be always a dream, but that would never happen.
This in my calendar that somebody called me athletic.
I mean, you still play hockey now. That's more than a lot of people could say.
I suit up and I open the door.
There you go. But then if on a more realistic basis, I would like to be like a zoologist or something along the lines, not like a zookeeper. I mean, I guess a zookeeper would be kind of cool, but more along the lines of like preserving a species or helping out like animals and stuff. And if it wasn't that, I'd be like a marine biologist to like be in the water and studying fish and sharks. And I mean, technically that stuff could really still happen, but I mean, I've never gone to school for any of that stuff or anything.
So when you're talking about zoo, are you talking more like on the conservation side of it? Like,
yeah, almost like that. Yeah. Yeah. I got something like that. Yeah.
I mean, like I go to Disney a lot. Like in Animal Kingdom, they have a lot of animals there, but like a lot of them are reproducing these animals and stuff like that to help out the population.
Yeah.
but you're talking more of like on site.
Yeah, in the wild,
Africa, Asia, wherever it might be. You're talking more like on the conservationist side than a zoo side. Okay, I just want to clarify.
Yep. Those are mine. I mean, technically, those last two could still come together if I wanted to go to school and work toward it. But
don't you give up on your dreams of the NHL.
But I can tell you, my dreams for the NHL, I'm already past the hump or the prime for elite athlete.
Still playing.
Yeah, but I'm not a golden child like Jaromir Jagr, who doesn't get off the ice or wakes up in the morning and just puts his skates on and walks around the house.
He also doesn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I heard too.
There was an interview where he's just like, I don't want to play anymore, but I have to, because if I don't play, then this franchise is gone because nobody comes to see them.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Just leave, Jaromir. You're not gonna help. It's not like him playing now is gonna like. I mean, if it doesn't matter if he leaves now, what if he plays 2 more years? Is that going to add 10 years onto the franchise's thing? Let's get out.
Part owner, like
he is a part owner.
Like,
oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's GM,
owner GM player. Yep.
Yeah. So he's. I couldn't tell you what his stat line is. It was an article or an interview months and months and months ago. That I thought was hilarious. Now, obviously, I'm paraphrasing. He didn't flat out say fans don't fucking come, but. That was pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky, you want to go?
My dream job? Shit. Let's see. Well, yeah, I mean, fantasy dream job would be sweet to be like a race car driver of any kind. Honestly, what would be super awesome is being a pod racer. I did buy that for my computer. It's on sale for $3. So, Star Wars. Pod racing.
I was gonna say, like, are we talking about something else?
Yeah, no, Star Wars. If I could be a pod
racer, you're going full fantasy. Then
you're going full. Awesome. Oh fuck, I'm being a Jedi Knight.
Well, no, like I even said, like just being a race car driver would be cool. If I were to win the lottery, that's exactly. If I were to win like the lottery, not have to work, then I would just buy some little shitbox car, move back to Buffalo, and just drive every weekend at fucking Ransomville. Then I could just. That's what I do for a living. I race for Ransomville, but realistically, I would love to either design video games or I would really like to get into designing sports teams memorabilia and logos, like the creation of that.
Well, you're good at that too.
That whole genre of jobs, though, it's kind of dying because there's so many fan competitions where the team will, fans can pick the team name, and then it's fans design the logo and uniform, and then the winner of the contest gets a jersey and season tickets for the first year. It's like, all right, so you paid him like $500 to do all that, and then that's it. So it's much cheaper than going through a person to actually design it. There's some, like, I know the San Jose Sharks, all of their logos and uniforms have been created by the same guy that lives in San Jose. There's still some franchises that do that, but the majority of it is all just kind of letting fans design stuff. Designing company logos, I don't think I could do because I think that's too complex. You see a lot of company logos that really don't make sense to me, so I couldn't do that. Team logos I could do, so that'd be fun. Or designing video games. I always have ideas for video games that obviously I'm sure you guys do. A lot of people, I think everybody that plays video games could have, has ideas of how a video game would be more fun for them. So I usually get lost in that of like, why can't we do this with this video game or the other else? So it'd be fun to do that. I attempted to go to school for that, but I didn't get in. Actually, I won't say that. I can't say that I didn't.
Such a high note.
I went to go to school for that, and
I'm not. I lie. I didn't actually. It's not that I couldn't get in or didn't get in. I had interviews with like the department head for this guy. I forgot where. It was either in Nashville or it was in Sacramento, California. I had interviews. They called me for an interview with the department head for graphic design or whatever, and then I'd get on the phone call, and then they would tell me we have to reschedule. So we'd reschedule, and I'd reschedule it and do the phone call again. No, we have to reschedule. That happened 3 times before. I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, fuck that.
So
it is funny that you talk about like, how we play video games. And like me and you were just talking when we were playing F1, like how we could keep it going with, get more in depth with it.
Yeah.
And like I always go back to this, that when Guitar Hero came out, Kyle and I came up with Rock Band. I'm sure other people did, but like Kyle and I legit we're like, oh, you can have drums, you can have keyboards, you can have a singer, like you do all of this stuff. And then whatever many
years later,
it came out.
Yep.
So it's like it is fun to like think about, when we play NHL and we're playing online, it's like, what more could we do with it?
Yep.
But it's the same problem like when we were just talking about F1. Like it's for the grand majority, it would be wasted. And these companies just are penny pinchers, really, especially EA.
Big time.
Like I do wonder what it actually costs. Like as far as making the game, I am sure that the program that they create the game is, costs money. Obviously, the licensing for like NHL, you got to pay out all the players, got to pay out all the teams to get their stuff in the game. But like as far as actually making a player and putting him in the game and the movements, I wonder what all of that costs. Because I mean, depending on how, I could stick a whole bunch of light bulbs all over me and do a bunch of shit in my living room just to do, You ever watch how they make the video games? Like that's how
the
they
action
do it.
scenes and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I could do that in my own living room, but maybe I'll have somebody else voice the characters if I need it. But it'd be cool to be able to make my own video games and I'd play them over buying other shit.
Yeah, no, I hear. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I know. I look at like some of these like streamers or YouTubers and stuff that find like emulators and stuff online that like tweak like the Pokemon games and stuff. So you start the game and you have 3 random Pokemon instead of the 3 starters, and it could be any of the generations of the games and stuff. And
cool.
Just and then depending on too, like gives you like they tweak it for like different opportunities to get shiny Pokemon or what's going to be encounters and what's coming in areas and stuff. And like what, like say you went and started like red version over and you had the option to pick between 3 randoms of the original, and then you go and fight Brock, and he's supposed to be Rock, but he's got random Pokemon too and stuff. So
yeah,
it'd be all like a whole new set or strategy. And like
I like starting with new Pokemon. Like that'd be cool, but like
right?
Rock should be Rock. Like that shouldn't change. That bothers me. Where he's like, oh, here, go Staryu. It's like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, right. I see some of those and stuff. They're pretty cool.
Yep.
What do you got, Jake?
Hockey player would be amazing. I would like doing broadcasting, like sports broadcasting, would be really cool. Like the wife has yelled at me and criticized me many times. Like, yeah, like I'll brag about, I called that 5 minutes ago, Troy Aikman. Like, where are you been? And like, she's like, I just applied for one of these jobs. I was like, I'd be fired within the first quarter of an NFL game because of motherfucking everything. Like, I can't do that. Like,
I don't have a filter enough, right?
Yeah, like I would have to, I guess, if like I was serious about it. But
you have to have a filter.
Yeah,
there was
look at this fucking piece of shit.
One of the greatest comments ever made in sports commentary. It was Pat McAfee's first game as a commentator it was him. Baylor against Texas Tech, I think. I know it was a Baylor game, but he got talked to later on. But he was like, "Oh, a lot of fans came dressed up like seats today." it was almost empty stadium, and then he got talked to
for that.
Yeah, you can't mention that.
I would
so like
that. That's amazing.
That's a good comment. So that's funny stuff. Yeah, you got to filter. You can't just say things.
That's a great comment.
That's a great comment. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Just because I love sports. Like I would stick mainly to just NFL and NHL. But I like a marine biologist specific to sharks. I would love to do that too. Nice. I love sharks, so that would definitely be high on my list. But I feel like I am too fat to be diving with great whites trying to kill me.
Right. Trying to surface in your scuba tank. Why am I not going up?
Yeah, I'm sinking all the time. Like, what's going on?
Where's Jake? He's on the bottom.
Yeah, he might have Megala down there.
Anybody gonna go get him? No, we can't go that deep.
Yeah, he's crushed already from the pressure. But yeah, those two are probably really high on my list between sports broadcasting and just sharkology. I'll put it that way.
Nice. A sharkologist. There's got to be a technical term or technical name for a sharkologist.
I'm sure it's your major is marine biology, and then you minor in like sharks, pretty much.
Yeah.
But you gotta know like how whales are, how stingrays are, turtles.
Right.
Migratory patterns and all of that, temperatures.
Right. What fishes are going to be okay for you to touch?
Yeah. Yeah. Octopuses. So it's, like, I'm sure you have to know general knowledge of some of that stuff, but you probably have to deep dive into, no pun intended, into the shark world.
Yep.
Good one. Good dad joke, Kyle.
I thought so. He'd be going, oh, ho, ho, ho.
So those are some good dream jobs, guys.
Yeah.
Never know. Some of them still might come true.
I do like racing, not race car driving, racing. Like, I don't know why, like, that has always intrigued me, but like, I just don't know enough about cars. I know I like them, and I know like when I like a car, but I couldn't tell you why I like the car. But like F1, I like F1, but I don't like NASCAR. Or was it Sprint Cup Series? Isn't that the same thing?
That's NASCAR, yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I just rally car driving. I think that's really cool. But man, I see some of these accidents, these crashes. It's like, oh, I'm good.
Yep.
I
Yeah, they get fucked up.
to fit through that hole. I can't. Once that door is jammed, now I need the whole door to get out.
Yep.
Right? Still got to fit through a roll cage too.
Yeah. No thanks.
All right. So the other thing we got to talk about, bringing back a sports franchise. So as probably a lot of people know, there's many franchises in all different leagues have relocated or disbanded or, combined with other teams to make one team and whatnot. So we're going to talk about which ones we would like to bring back. It can be across any platform, any sport. At least I have a couple across a few sports. So
I have two sports with 3 teams.
Oh,
Not really,
all right.
Not that much variety, but it's a variety, I guess.
All right. I got a wild card.
Yeah, I'll let you guys go first.
I'll start since I'll just continue talking. We'll do Snake League, then Ricky and Sean. My first one would be one that I feel like might be on most of your guys' list is the Buffalo Braves.
Yep, 100%.
I would love for Buffalo to get another basketball team, especially because in those 8 years, you made the playoffs 3 out of 8 years. You had an MVP too at McAfee. And I was just reading too before we got on, like the owner tried selling them to Hollywood. And I was like, oh man, that's really cool. Hollywood, Florida. Like, where is Hollywood, Florida?
Right?
Buffalo sued them. The city of Buffalo sued him to like halt that, and then backdoor deals and shit like that. He ended up going to California.
Yep.
But I would love for there to be a basketball team. I think that'd be really awesome. You got the infrastructure for it. You just need a fan base. Another one was the Vancouver Grizzlies.
What are they? I'm intrigued. I don't know what they are.
They're the Memphis Grizzlies. The team.
Okay.
There was a second Canadian team in the NBA, and I like the jerseys, and that's pretty much the only reason why I have them on this list. I'm not an NBA fan, but like I think that'd be cool to have a second NBA team in Canada.
That 100%. When I was younger and like kind of paid attention to basketball, they were my favorite team simply because of their uniforms. When I played the basketball games, I was always Vancouver. No fucking clue where Vancouver was. Didn't know where. Didn't know that it was in Canada. But I was like, they just have fucking bitchin' uniforms.
How long ago did they leave?
I can tell you right now, they played till 2001.
What?
On your list?
No, they're not on my list.
I thought that that might be on your list because I know we've talked about the Grizzlies before.
Yeah, no, I and they're, I don't know. I have a I don't know. I have a tiny list.
I mean, mine is 3 teams.
Yeah, that's all mine is. The one's gone.
Yeah, I kind of have one.
You play the classic of NBA Jam, for the N64. It was Vancouver Grizzlies.
Oh shit! I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love their uniforms.
I gotta exit to make sure I have the right team before I mess this up. And then, yep, okay, I was right. And then my third team would be the Cleveland Barons.
Where are they?
Get an NHL team back in Cleveland.
Shit. Okay.
I think that'd be great, like having another rivalry between the Sabres and like Cleveland instead of it being just Sabres and Toronto because they're close. I mean, just short drive down the 90, you'd be in Cleveland. I think that'd be great. And then you'd have an inter-state rivalry with the Blue Jackets and the Barons.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
They left mid-'80s, I think 86.
Did they just disband? Or did they move?
They went to the Seals. They became the California Seals. I can tell you exactly. It was right here. They went to the Oakland Seals. No, California Seals. Oakland Seals. California Golden Seals. Oh, that was all before Cleveland. Sorry. And they merged with the North Stars. That's right.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So, a lot of people know of the California Golden Seals. So then they went to Cleveland, and then they went from Cleveland to Minnesota. Then they went to Dallas, and that's pretty much where they've been.
Yep. On the bright side, it's nice to see them struggle this year.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck anybody in Dallas.
Good thing I'm not in Dallas.
That's right.
Those yours?
Yep, that's my list. My 3. I'm glad I had at least 2 out of 3 that Sean didn't know about.
Yeah, I didn't.
Shockingly, the one he did know about was from his hometown. Weird.
Right. You want to go, Ricky, or you want me to go?
No, I'll let you go.
All right. Well, I did also have the Buffalo Braves because I think it would definitely be cool to have a franchise in Buffalo. Like Jake said, we do have the infrastructure. They host the NCAA March Madness tournament there all the time. It's
this year.
It's there this year too?
I'm pretty sure I heard on the radio that it's here.
That's awesome. I know that always brings in a huge crowd. So you already have the ability to make that arena into a basketball arena. So that would be awesome. I went a little different route. Well, kind of a different route. I want to bring back the Montreal Expos because there's talks that Tampa Bay is going to be playing games in Montreal.
I was going to say, technically, aren't they back?
Well,
yes. No,
we're supposed to be, and then COVID.
Yeah, but I mean, really, the Nationals are the Expos right now. So,
well, okay, fine. Then where are the Jets? The Winnipeg Jets.
Arizona.
Right, but there's a Winnipeg Jets team.
Yeah, which is
where's the Minnesota NHL team?
Dallas
Stars, but there's Minnesota. So like, technically, they were supposed to be like Rick said. COVID messed it up. I mean, it's messed up a lot of things. But there were supposed to be the Rays playing half their games in Tampa and then half of them in Montreal. So technically, aren't they kind of back?
I would. Yeah, they've never played there.
Okay.
I would say more along the lines if they were created as a whole new franchise. Like, what is there, 30 teams in the MLB or 31 or something, or 30? I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
Great shot pick, Tom Brady.
Yep. Wasn't Vlad Guerrero?
Yeah, he was.
It was originally Expo. I think it'd be cool to get them back, have another, as you said, another basketball team in Canada, be another baseball team in Canada.
I agree.
And then my wild card, I went with the Buffalo Blizzard.
Dude, when you're talking wild card, I'm like, it's either the Blizzard or the Destroyers.
But don't have them as
Destroyers.
Yeah, they were good. Don't have the Blizzard.
Are fine as fuck. At least they were when I was in 7th grade.
But don't have the Blizzard as an arena soccer team, it'd be have them join the MLS. So
Where would
maybe outdoor. I don't know.
I mean, like, where would any of these teams play, really? I couldn't tell you if Cleveland still, I mean, they got the Cavaliers, they can just play there.
Yeah, because that's where the Cleveland Monsters play at Quicken, or I don't know what the Rocket Mortgage Arena. Yeah.
But yeah, I would love a soccer team. Like, I would, if we had a soccer team, I would absolutely root for them.
You have a women's soccer team.
And we technically do have a professional soccer team still. I don't remember what they're called. I will Google it while you guys are talking, but I'm 99% sure that there is a professional. Excuse me, I'm drinking too many beers and burping a lot. But I think they're like FC Buffalo or something like that.
Oh, really? I know there's the women's league. There's a professional team in Buffalo. I forgot what they're called, like Western New York Flash or something. They actually drafted, what's her name, Alex Morgan. And then she played there for a year and then bounced the fuck out because she probably didn't want to be here. But yeah, I didn't know there was a men's professional team, though.
I didn't know there was one in Buffalo. I thought there was one in Rochester.
Maybe it's Rochester I'm thinking of.
Because I think Alex Morgan was drafted there because my brother-in-law and my sister and my nieces went out there to go watch Alex Morgan play in Rochester.
FC Buffalo.
Oh, shit.
How did they play it?
Can you just fucking wait 2 seconds?
No, I can't. I need to know.
I need to know.
I don't know what league. They play Syracuse FC, Cleveland SC, Pittsburgh.
I mean, we have one down here in Dallas FC. I hear them talk about them on the radio all the time, but they're in a town just outside of Dallas, in Frisco.
National Premier Soccer League. You know, the amazing NPSL.
Yeah.
There it is, National Premier Soccer League.
How about that?
Come back, Buffalo. There's Buffalo. Nope, that's not Buffalo.
I don't think the Arena Soccer League's still around.
No, I don't think it is either.
Arena
FC Buffalo.
FC Buffalo is the one
FC Buffalo. I see it. Yeah, Arena Football League. The actual league, no, they folded because they didn't make enough money. But there's like shocking. There's like goofy little leagues now that are around. Buffalo has a team in that. They play way out in fucking, what the hell is that? It's like out by Fredonia. I forgot, Silver something. Yeah. The Buffalo Lightning, I'm pretty sure they're called, or Thunder.
Yeah. But to add to that, I think if you're talking FC, it would be great for Buffalo to have an MLS team, is what you're basically getting.
Yes, Major League Soccer. Yes.
I agree with you. I think that's good. I need professional, because obviously the FC Buffalo isn't professional enough for us to even know anything about it. So, like, if there was an MLS at Bill Stadium or whatever it's called nowadays in Orchard Park, like, that'd be cool. I would think it would need a bigger stadium than a football stadium.
Yeah,
they're big. It would need its own stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of the MLS teams have their own stadium. They don't play in football stadiums.
Nope.
Yeah, just the buildings are so much bigger than an NFL team, stadium.
Yep.
But that would be cool. I would go to them.
Definitely. Yeah, because I think
I would have to get one of the Buffalo, whatever we're gonna call them, Blizzard. We'll just go with that. Those fucking giant ass horns.
From the World Cup.
The Vuvuzela is what it's called.
Vuvuzela, yeah.
People are getting hearing loss from that World Cup.
Oh my God, I'd be amazing at that.
Yep.
All right, Ricky, who do you got? What do you got?
My turn. Shit. I had the Cleveland Barons just because they're a much older team. You always see those ads on Facebook, like, oh, where teams should be. They talk about hockey. Like, oh, we should put one in Atlanta again. Like, no, Atlanta doesn't deserve it.
Twice.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure that Quebec needs it just because I don't know. I don't think the people in Quebec would take a second team. There's so much, and the Canadians are the big team in Quebec. So I don't think the Nordiques will be able to come back and be successful. The Hartford Whalers can't come back and be successful because that market is also super small. So you have a lot of these places that people want teams back, but I just don't think that they would fit. But the Cleveland,
because of nostalgia. That's
Yeah.
the only reason why they want them back.
Yeah, but I think Cleveland would be a good place for an NHL team. They'd have that rivalry with Buffalo and with Columbus.
And Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah. I think I want this team to come back. They will join the NFL, though. They won't be in their old league, but we'll have the Las Vegas Outlaws come back, and they'll just take over the Raiders. They're going to rebrand themselves as the Outlaws. They were part of the original XFL. They had a sweet logo and bitchin' uniforms, and they should just come back. Fuck the Raiders. They need to do an entire new rebranding because of that goofball that just got fired for all of his pesky emails. So they got to step away. They got to make a new team now.
I was fully expecting a left turn from you, but I was expecting like a European Football League team.
No.
I was expecting like a complete left turn from you.
Oh, no.
That's a slight left turn, but like if you went like full after like a European Football League, or if USFL is coming back and you went with a USFL team.
No, I was looking at them. I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool if they came back to the NFL. I just don't think spring football, stop it. There's no point.
It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
But like people need that break too.
Yep.
And let's face it, I would pay more attention to the Buffalo Bills spring training or, training camp and all that, mini camps, all that stuff, way more than I would for the Salt Lake City Stallions of the AAF.
I think I got rid of my T-shirt. I'm not sure if I still have it. I think I got rid of it. I'm pretty sure.
Some of their jerseys and stuff like that between all these leagues have been pretty nice.
Yeah, they've had some nice ones. The old XFL ones were pretty good. Then they made that. What's that?
You're literally watching minor league football.
Yeah, it's never going to compete with the NFL. Like, never. I don't care what they say, what they want. They're never going to compete, and they're never going to be a minor league because the NFL has no use for a minor league. That's what college is.
Yeah, it has been a minor league because a lot of those players have gone on. Tyree Jackson, ex-UB quarterback, is now like a starting tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like there have been many players that have been in these AAF and XFLs.
Yeah, the one guy for Carolina was the quarterback. Yes, after Sam Darnold went down, he was the quarterback for one of the XFL teams.
Now, are these guys going to be stars? Probably not, but like they are. I mean, it's tape. It's showing these NFL teams, especially when these leagues fold, like these guys can do this, and that, and they can't do this, and that. So, like, I do view it as a minor league team because it's players that can't make it in the big leagues. Johnny Manziel has been in all of them pretty much.
He has been fired from all of them.
All of them. He was in the
Brett Richardson was in one.
Yeah. Like, you're literally watching kids that couldn't make it in the NFL. And how often do I watch the Buffalo Bisons play? I don't.
Right.
Because I just don't care. It doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah.
I liked the Bisons when I was a kid, especially when they were Cleveland's farm team, because I watched a couple of those young guys like Grady Sizemore and Peralta. What the hell was it? Johnny Peralta?
Ramirez.
Yeah, those guys up and coming. I'm like, oh, I get to see these guys, and then I watch them go to the
through a perfect game. It's the Buffalo Bison.
Yeah. So like those were cool seeing those guys, but that was when I was interested in being really involved in baseball and stuff.
Yes, if you're a deep fan of baseball, it's great. Same thing if you're a deep fan of of football, that's great. But like if you're just a casual fan that just wants to watch sports, you're not going to watch it.
Yeah.
The same reason why the MAC is never watched. That's why they had it moved to Tuesdays for MAC Tuesdays, because there's no college football on Tuesday. And they're like, you know what? Let's put it on a weird fucking day, so that way people are just
Yep.
That's the whole thing. That's it. Like you put this in the USFL or the XFL or whatever it's going to be, the CFL. Nobody fucking cares if it's on the weekend. People are doing other things. It's spring. I'm outside. I'm barbecuing. I'm doing tons of other things.
Yeah, you're getting your house and yard and stuff ready for the summer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that your only one, Ricky?
Yeah, that's it. So I got.
Nice.
Man, I was expecting I was expecting like an F1 team to come back. No, fuck them.
No.
Right, cool.
Nah, I really wasn't thinking about racing. I was just kind of going with stick and ball sports. I mean, I could get to several. Let's bring back actual petty enterprises. We'll bring back Jordan F1.
America.
Yeah, Yeah.
I'd get their gear. I would absolutely get their gear if there was an F1 American standout American team. I'm not fucking counting Haas.
No, you don't want them. You don't want a German name and Haas that's American owned.
Man, I wish McLaren was American because I like their stuff. Their stuff is cool.
So if Chevy or General Motors got a team,
I mean that has to.
You get discount tickets.
All that.
That would be badass.
DM lounge there,
right?
I would try.
DM lounge at the Austin race.
Yeah, or Miami.
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 I'd definitely be using that. You get free admission if you're a GM employee.
Canada 2023, but 2024. Oh, actually, it might depend on when in 2023. Maybe we go to Miami if it's fall.
It probably won't be. It'll probably be spring. It'll be the spring, just like next year.
We leave and strike during strike. I mean, we're not striking
again.
So wrong last time. I'm not going to be wrong.
Very
right. I couldn't believe it. We ain't going on strike.
Yeah, just be
fine.
Hey,
guess what, guys? We're going on strike.
All right,
Sean, that was my favorite part along the lines of that whole thing. That was the day that we went on strike was my first day driving to Texas. And I remember our union president for our local was like, "Oh, you have to be here and picket." I'm like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Yeah, you're still part of us." And our coordinator there was like, "No, he signed the contract. He is technically an employee of Arlington. He is on loan to New York until his start time in Texas. And he technically has to report to them for strike." And I was halfway to Texas and they called me and wanted to know why I hadn't showed up for strike duty. I'm like, "I told you guys this." I go talk to the coordinator, which I'm not going to name her name. You guys know who it is. She told me that I have to report to Texas. So as soon as I got to Texas, I notified the local down here and had to go strike with them. But they held my first 2 weeks of paychecks because I didn't show up for strike because they had no record of me. It was a fucking pain in the ass. I'm like, just the lack of communication was ridiculous along that whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, technically, we're all employed, so I don't want to say anything.
Technically.
Something might come back and haunt us. But yeah, there's some things I miss about strike and some things I don't.
The no money.
Going on vacation during strike sucked so badly.
Moving across the country.
Go to Yankees games for the first time in Yankee Stadium and be like, how many beers can I afford? All right, honey, we're sharing chicken fingers and French fries. Where months leading up to us, man, look at all these food we can try. Look at this.
I remember looking up the restaurants and all right, this one's here. This one's in the back corner in the 200s. This one's over here.
Out. And then get there. I'm like, all right, well, wife wanted to buy some freaking roasted bag of nuts outside the stadium. I was like, well, let me check my bank account. We have $6. How much does that cost? $5? Yeah, you get it.
Yep.
That part sucked. But I'm going to prepare better this time.
Right. Yeah, I say that all the time. Oh, I'm going to do this every year. And then at the end of the year, the fuck did I do?
Vacations for me, man.
Right.
All
right. So we get to our fun segment of the time is our random questions of the episode. We're still trying to discover a name of what, because usually I'm the one that comes up with questions. So we're trying to come up with a name for this segment. I don't know what to call it. So let us know if you guys think of any ideas on what we should call this.
Sean's chin scratchers.
I love it. Oh my god. Yeah.
All right. We got a winner. All right. I'm all on board.
Now.
Oh God. All right. So Ricky, do you want to go or you want me to go? Because I know we both had a couple questions.
I'll do my one. It's just one question. It's not that great, but it was a thought that I had. When discussing overtime and how overtime works in the NHL and how they made it 3-on-3 for overtime. Mm-hmm. Do you think that the NHL would be more fun to watch if a regular, 5-on-5 if we had the European size rinks because there'd be more room?
I mean, I know that was the whole aspect of them going to 3-on-3 was to give it more space and stuff out there. But I mean, we clearly know how that works with the taking a zone.
I'm still set on overtime sucks because they would rather just go into a shootout to decide it because that's so much easier to win. It's a breakaway, all the breakaway shots. So why mess up a 3-on-3 when you could probably win in a shootout? So I think that's why. If you eliminate the shootout, I think that they would actually play for overtime. But I think that because of the shootout, it kind of ruins the overtime 3-on-3 experience. I mean, it's hard to judge and say it's better, but I mean, the all-star games have usually been pretty good, but those are always all-star games too. They score like 15-12 every time anyways, but John Scott had a hat trick, didn't he?
Danny Briere was also the MVP.
Yeah.
Going to bigger ranks. I mean, I don't know if you'd get to as many overtimes because you can't just change a ring size after regulation. So you're talking full regulation of big ass rings.
Yeah.
The skill these players are at, you're probably not going into overtime as much.
How much bigger is an Olympic rink compared to a regulation rink?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like last time you had an NHL player. Like I'm thinking like the Brian Miller Olympics. It was still close games. It wasn't like blowouts. I mean, gold medal game went into overtime.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the iconic games there was the TJ Oshie shootouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was, like you said, it's a shootout. So different rounds had different rules.
Yeah.
I mean, the women's Olympics won, USA won in a shootout. Literally won the gold medal in a shootout.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think there's a clear-cut way of winning this battle against monotony or boringness in
overtime.
Overtimes, yeah.
So an NHL rink is approximately
180 feet.
Huh?
180.
Their length is the same. It's the width. The width is they're 4 yards wider is the European. So you're talking 12 feet. 12 feet wider is a European rink.
I mean,
that's a decent amount of room.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's my length on each side of the rink. It's not super significant, I guess. Like in grand, yes, it is. But like, all right, your puck dowling at the left point or whatever, he's going to have an extra 6 feet to play with, I guess. I don't know. I go back to the Miller. It took overtime still in the gold medal game. Like
that was in Vancouver, though. That was an NHL rink.
Didn't they broaden up the boards though for it? Didn't they?
Did they? I don't think so. I don't believe so.
So if it was an NHL rank, yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a clear answer for that. Cat just ran off like a ghost, just bit it in the ass. Shootouts suck. Maybe go continuous 3-on-3.
Yeah.
Go continuous 3-on-3.
You think bring back the ties?
No. I don't like ties.
I don't either.
I hate ties in the NFL.
I witnessed a tie. I've been to a game where we tied 2-2 against the Dallas Stars, 2002.
I want ties out of the NFL. I want after overtime, if it's still tied, kickers kicking at the 20. Each kicker kicks at the 20, and then you move back 5 yards
till they miss.
Till somebody misses. Yeah,
that's actually cool. I like that idea.
Give me that.
You don't want the continuous overtime like in college?
Even the continuous overtime. All right, Alabama just played Auburn. It's at the 2.
Yeah.
After the first couple overtimes, it's at the 2. So it's like 90% chance you're getting a touchdown or a 2-point conversion. I think it technically is. I mean, obviously there is an end, but it's just not. We're also talking NFL teams compared to number 2 ranked Alabama versus unranked Auburn. I don't know. Make it kick. Give more strategy into your kickers, I guess. Like the league is getting away from kickers. I'm trying to keep them in the league.
Right.
For the brand. For the brand.
For the brand, yeah. Pat
McAfee. Brand. He's got 2 mentions today. Go Pat.
Yeah, go Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
This week's episode is brought to you by Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
Maybe we'll get Aaron Rodgers on here someday. And I can yell at him.
I was going to be like, hey, Aaron, what do you think of the Minnesota Vikings? I own them.
This year he didn't.
It was always the Bears that he said that to.
The Bears.
Yep. All right. So I got a couple questions.
I have a statement.
You got a statement? All right. Yeah. So mine are kind of like some options for you guys. So you get to choose one. So you can drink alcohol and never get hungover.
Okay.
Drink alcohol and never gain weight. Or never drink and the Bills or the Sabres will win their championship.
But if I drink, they won't. You're saying if I don't drink, they will.
Yes.
At some point, we're talking every year.
I don't know.
There's a loophole, Sean. Loophole.
You got me.
Expect these questions.
I mean, I'd go sober for a year and then never give a shit.
Yeah, if it's just a year, then sure. But we're talking like every year? Like, I think I'd get bored.
Right?
There we go. I got it. Trying to open up the thing of
sauce.
Mango salsa.
Mango.
Pineapple mango. Save some for later, dear. I'll put another.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
You're talking just a year, then yeah, I'd give up drinking for a year, and then Sabres and Bills,
or the Bills, yeah.
And we're not talking just 1 year. Then it's just and.
Well, it was technically the question was your team win the championship, but I just threw in the Sabres and the Bills.
So we're talking. We'll just say or one of the two wins it.
Yeah.
Can you bet on it?
That's a good point.
Can I make money? I mean, if I'm going to be sober, I want to bitch.
Yeah.
So
sober bitch.
I got beer money. I got to put on something. If I can't put it on beer,
right? That's a good point. Sure, we'll see. You can gamble on it.
I love how like Sean comes in. It's like I got these great questions. And we're just shitting on every part.
No, that's good. That's the point of asking them.
And you're saying if we drink, they don't win at all.
Nope. They don't win the championship. I mean, they can still win games, but if it came down to them being in the championship, they win. Yes.
Yeah, I would say I would do it for a year.
They
I could do it
like
for a year.
game 6 in an illegal goal with a foot in the crease or something like that. Or like an illegal forward pass and a kickoff or something like that. Yeah, it'd be something stupid.
Or miss an extra point. Or miss a field goal.
Like a 30
as a field goal.
Yeah, I'd go sober for a year. It'd be so hard. I got kids. So hard. We're talking drinking?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can do it.
Good. Take up other recreations.
Fuck yeah. Honey, share your gummies with me. I just get really fucked up dreams, apparently.
Yeah?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh boy, we'll have to talk about that after.
She turned into Thor and killed somebody because they were looking at me.
It's awesome.
All right. All right. So my next question is, we're gonna go a little sci-fi-ish here for these next two. Let me start that again. Would you rather be able to travel through time or through space?
Oh shit.
Time. I mean, who's to say what's on the other side of space? The not knowing of space, I don't feel like traveling through time. Or it's traveling through space. I'd travel through time. I mean, to me, the question is, if you could only travel forward or backwards, which one would you choose?
Backwards. I wouldn't go forwards. Fuck that shit. You don't know what's there. I mean, that's the same thing as like space or time. I would go backwards. I wouldn't go forwards in time.
Go forwards, get some games, come back, bet on the games.
Okay, Biff.
I mean, you could just take a Wikipedia from now and go backwards.
Right.
You're already forwards from backwards, Jake.
I bet Atlanta will have 2 NHL teams before they finally give up.
Right.
I bet you the Atlanta Flames leave and go to Calgary.
Have you heard the theory that time travel does exist?
I mean, yeah.
Conspiracy theories. But, all right. You know how we're rotating around the sun? All that stuff? So if you time travel a week backwards or forwards, you won't be on the Earth. You'll just be floating in space. You'll be dead.
Yeah, because we're not in the same spot.
Right.
Excuse you.
Same spot. Sorry, did I insult you?
No, my cat's scratching my chair. Fucking shit.
So then you'd have to go back a year at a time every time. You'd have to be a year, yeah.
Right. I thought of that theory and I was like, oh, that makes sense. But my counter argument is, all right, if you're riding around on a bicycle or driving in a convertible, you got a tennis ball in your hand, you throw it up, it's coming right back down to your hand. It's not all the way back there. I mean, if wind takes it, it will, but it's not going because you're going forward. It's coming straight back down. Why wouldn't that same theory be the same for that? Why wouldn't you just appear? If I'm in my basement the way I am right now, and I time travel, why wouldn't I be right back in the same exact spot? Maybe underground. You know, I might die of suffocation from being buried alive. But I don't know if I'd rather die in the vastness of space or being buried alive. That would suck either way. But that's my counter argument to the theory.
I like it. So you're saying through
time travel? That's a really long answer.
Okay. I think I'm going through space. I'd like to see what's out there.
Well, if nothing's out there, what happens to you?
That's it. See you later.
You
I'm coming back. Either that or I'm coming back.
So
what about
spaceship?
Yeah.
You're not just
like,
teleported.
Can you choose your spaceship? Like, could I go in Boba Fett Slave One, or does it have to be a NASA spaceship? Yeah, could I be in the Millennium Falcon?
Right. Yeah.
Or just can I create my own ship?
I could care less if I was going from New Jersey to California in that. I could fucking care less. But if I'm in like a Millennium Falcon, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah. Yeah, be bitching.
Mm-hmm.
Space would be fun. I mean, if you get to go and do shit. Yeah, I think that I would do space over time.
Could you imagine fucking in space? Like with zero gravity?
Be a lot of
That's
energy.
probably been done.
Oh my god.
Oh, of course it's been done.
There's that process though. You just got like a plastic bag and you're just going.
You miss some, find it in your cereal.
Yes!
That's not milk. That's not milk.
Yeah.
That tasted like pineapple.
Ooh, salty.
All right. All right. And so my last question, still along the sci-fi-ish thing. Would you rather all of humanity be able to 1, breathe underwater, 2, fly, or 3, talk to aliens?
Aliens?
Yes.
It's under the assumption there is aliens.
Yes.
I just don't like the fact that it's all of humanity. I don't care about it.
Oh my god, I fucking hate people.
Yeah, I want to be able to do those things. I don't want my neighbor to be able to do those things because I don't like them.
In my head, it's like, all right, if they all could be underwater, I hope sharks eat a lot of them. And then if they all could fly, I guess airplanes would be out of it. But I hope airplanes just run over a lot of fucking people.
The underwater thing, it's kind of a good question, but at the same time, like you can breathe underwater, you still can't go that deep because you're going to be crushed.
I was just going to say, because of the pressure, right?
You still have to watch out. You have to watch out with flying. What was that movie that we were talking about before? The kids that get the superpowers, like they could fly. Chronicle. You still got to wear, still got to wear like cold weather gear when you go up there because it's super cold. But I just don't know. I don't know how pressure changes when you go up in the air. But I know that, like, I remember watching that movie and they were wearing like full jackets and shit like that because it's cold.
It'd just be like the air's thinner.
They could fly 24/7, like they could just float.
That'd be awesome.
No, it'd be along the lines like we'll say like how Chronicle is, how they could, be normal lives and I got to go to work and I fly off to work. Almost like a superpower.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat as Ricky. I fucking hate people. Like I'd be flying to work and there's some asshole with like slingshot and rocks just shooting me while I'm trying to fly to work or something like that. I guess aliens, because maybe they'll fucking kill the idiots.
I'll go with flying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm flying too.
I would love to fly. Man, 100% of these assholes flying, grabbing each other by the pussy.
Well, not only that too, like, what about like, I mean, maybe it had to be like a certain like age restriction or whatever. You become a certain age and you get the ability of like, there goes a toddler. Oh, well, we can't catch little Timmy because he's up there. He's flying.
Trying to teach the kids potty training and walking, and it's like I got to teach them how to fly now. Oh my god! I mean, it would solve a lot of issues. You wouldn't need cars, so your fucking ozone would be great.
Better for the environment.
You would be unemployed.
Yeah. Yes, we would. We sure would.
So I'm talking aliens.
Yes, I want to keep working, right?
Yeah, I'm fine not working.
Fuck you.
You've been not working, asshole. So I'm stealing this from a podcast that I don't even know what the fuck podcast is. So sorry if you pop up on ours. This one guy mentioned, and I couldn't argue this. Did you know that your stomach only knows potatoes as mashed potatoes? Every single type of potato is mashed potatoes to the stomach.
Because you chew it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to start swallowing my potatoes whole.
I'm just going to eat French fries. I'm not even going to chew them. I'm going to get good at fucking, like those hot dog eating contests. Most of those people just swallow the hot dog whole.
They're whores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that now.
See, it's
This
a
is
French
what
fry.
a potato looks like.
Here goes stomach. They just live 2 different lives.
That's a good point. I like that one.
That's all I had. That's some very good stoner thoughts on that. Yes, again, I don't even know what the fucking podcast is.
It's a good one. I like that. I like that thought. That's all I got, guys. Anybody else got anything?
Oh man, I don't know. If you want to rape a midget, then just put Wizard of Oz on. That's all I got.
All right. You guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.